So, hey guys, Chauzu here. They got a new deck, Cerebral Nami, which means the questions come flooding in. Will this be the unit to solve Grand Voyage Arlong? And a lot of people are hopeful because Nami crucially does resist paralysis in her captain. A first for a deck Cerebral, and also something that could be useful versus Arlong. But yeah, Arlong is one of the hardest Grand Voyages, right behind the newest one, Vivi, I'd say. One problem with Nami though is that the rest of her kit doesn't really help much. Potentially removes special bind, but the stage that has special bind for this Grand Voyage also has bind, and you can't really use 2 units for that. Chain Boundary could be useful, but it's only for 1 turn, so it's just 2 turns. Super Type could add some extra damage, but damage is not the big issue. This Grand Voyage is handling all of the incredibly hard debuffs. You also need 2 specific units, and with current restrictions for this content, there's no way we can fit the units for her Super Type. So I thought I'd do a playthrough with some team I think many were hoping could change something for this Grand Voyage, and it's pairing up Nami with the new S Snake. But yeah, you see the team I use to still have V1 Nami. That's because she removes paralysis burn. And it's not just handling both. Final stage even adds 2 turns of the spear. And that's really hard to handle. And that's because they want to force you to use V1 Nami with this niche Brook support. And that lets you remove 2 turns of spear and 2 extra turns of paralysis. There's 8 turns in total, so that handles that. Obviously, you don't need that if you use the new Nami as captain. But like even with the new Nami and S-Snake together, S-Snake removing all of the burn, that still leaves us with the spear final stage. And there's also 1 turn of attack down, which is also a big pain in the butt. There's so few good supports for the units that you basically need to use. And yeah, for this team I've been using Grand Tesoro, which you really can't use. You need to use the Kid ship to remove the barrier on the revive. So yeah, let's just play through it and I'll talk about some of the issues with making new teams for this content. This is a fail run, by the way, so don't try it at home. And the issue starts right away. Like when I first discovered this content, I was stuck here for like half an hour on stage 1, insane. And it's all because of that mob in the back. He has insane defense, and this stage has insane HP as well. And there's basically only one deck Cerebral that can 1-hit KO this mob, and it's Ray League. And yeah, with the level limit break, it gives you way more damage with the Ore Boost and the Chain Lock. And like, look my damage output here. Like, I barely kill. And one other issue with this content is that you can't afford to stall. Due to the revive on the final stage, there's literally 0 turns to stall. Only exception is if you use burn. But that's very hard. Only unit that can do that is the Katakuri Owen captain. But they are also not a very good captain. Force Force made a team with them though. Not sure if it still works, but that was a very cool team. Not very accessible though. And the damage here is also very tight. Have to rely on the Ray League Chain Lock still. And yeah, this is like the death. This stage is what really kills this captain duo. You see that they apply the spear first. So they block the removal of the burn and paralysis. Like, if this stage also let you remove burn and paralysis with the captains, there will have been a lot more possible options for this content. But this basically forces you to use this Nami stage 3 with these captains. And that leaves the problem I talked about for stage 5 in the beginning, where sure, the captains can handle the burn and they can handle the paralysis, but they can't handle the attack down, the despair. And we also have a potential issue with damage output, since we have to use most special before stage 5. I do a lot more damage than usual here since I put the Soba support on the Nami. But like if this was a rerun, I wouldn't be able to fit that. Like Nami will have to try and help with the spear or attack down, but right now she has no support to do that. Neither does S-Snake. He already does, but we need to handle the resilience stage 3. Rise of support is the only one who can do that right now. Maybe it can change in the future, but right now that's what we have. Sadly, Rayleigh has no good supports either. Otherwise, you could resilience stall stage 1 to tank the death fit, for example. And yeah, I see no way around Vivi Rebecca at this stage. Removes everything, and also has a support to resist 3 turns of special reavers. Actually insane. I'm still praying for a 6+ Vivi Rebecca that gives you 3 turn attack and ore boost. In my opinion, that would be the biggest game changer for this content. Like, you'd have the damage final stage, they still handle this stage, it will just be a lot better. The way you intended to do here is to use Vivi Rebecca special, and then use the Trash Memory Recruit Law to extend it. So just by adding that, we'll be able to remove the law from the optimal team and do something else. So yeah. This turn I used Nami stage 4 just because I had Grantosaur. I said that's not realistic. It also removes the attack down here, which is not realistic. But yeah, if this team were to work, we need to handle the spear, the attack down. And then we need to have enough damage with the Chain Boundary and S-Snake special and super, which is a lot of damage. To be fair, we get a plus 2.0 chain boost, which is very good, especially together with the Chain Boundary. We also get the damage reduction with the special, and then we have Chopper support potentially. For Color Affinity, super gives a damage reduction attack boost. So I can't really test the damage, sadly. It could maybe be enough, but I don't dare to say. But either way, we don't have the support for this right now, which is unfortunate, I guess. And anyway, if this did work, it wouldn't help. It still uses level limit break Nami, level limit break Rayleigh, so it's a big disappointment. But yeah, this is just me saying we as a community haven't given up on this Grand Voyage. When we get new units, we revisit it, we try and make something new, but yeah, not yet. We need more stuff. We need more. It's sad, but it is what it is. But yeah, this is my showcase of why we're still struggling with this Grand Voyage. I will end this video by saying though that I made a new level 3 team using the new Roger actually, so look forward to that. Thanks for watching, guys. See you next time.